Well, the world waking up talking about this moment. You just almost saw right there at the Oscars. Best Picture win, of course, went to Coda, about the love between a deaf family and their daughter who can hear, produced by Apple Plus. It also marked the first time a streaming service had won the coveted prize. But the most shocking moment was at the beginning of this. The night came when Best Actor nominee Will Smith, who you just saw earlier, slapped Chris Rock on stage after the comedian made a joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Later, of course, the tearful Smith won his first Best Actor Oscar in all of this. But Hannah, people are still talking about Will Smith. I'm going to ask you what you thought about it, but I'm going to give some context to this as well as soon as you let me know what you think.
Yeah, you know what, I don't think it's fake, personally. I've watched it a couple of times now, the video. I have a lot to say about it, honestly. I think tensions are high for Will Smith in that situation because, my goodness, you've never won that award. There's been a lot of buildup into your acting career. He was probably a bit tense in general, and then you have that situation to just kind of add to it all. But I do think it was those were his real emotions. Yeah,
I agree. And also, I mean, into context on this, the LAPD did question Chris Rock and asked him if he wanted to press charges, and he said he would not. A little context behind this: Jada Pinkett Smith 4 years ago announced that she has alopecia, which is an autoimmune disease which causes your hair to get lost, and she has lost numerous amounts of hair. And she talked about how traumatic it's been for her, and people have made fun of her because of it. So this kind of didn't actually, at first it surprised me, but then I remember the context behind it. So it kind of sounded like he was trying to defend his wife's honor because so many people had made fun of her for so long about losing her hair. But at the same time, you don't condone violence at any time, which I do not. So you kind of look at it from both of those perspectives, maybe a man standing up for his wife in a situation, but also forgetting that you don't use violence to stand up for all of that. So if you look at it that way, maybe people look at it differently, but ultimately people are going to continue to talk about it. You saw his tearful response when he received his Oscar. People are saying he was kind of trying to apologize, but also stand up for his family. So it's interesting. It's going to be talked about for quite some time to come.
Yeah, can we talk about the fact that the joke's not even funny?
No.
It's not a funny joke.
We can talk about that, but I agree. It's not funny.
It's not a good joke. I mean, it's obviously mean when you consider it, but even in what world would that have actually been funny? I don't know. But definitely something we'll continue to talk about throughout the morning and throughout the rest of time.
For sure.
But right now,